Ren, born as Ren Gill on March 29, 1990 in Bangor, Gwynedd Wells, is an artist who wears many hats. He is a songwriter, singer, musician, rapper, producer, and director. Ren's interest in music goes all the way back to the age of 12 when he started creating and selling homemade beats. He also taught himself to play guitar by slowing down tracks by artists such as Jimi Hendrix and John Frusciante. By 13, he began performing live. Eventually, Ren moved to Bath to study music at Bath Spa University. While there, he formed the indie hip-hop group Trick the Fox. Around the same time, he was discovered by a music producer while out busking and was signed by Sony Records in 2010.
Breathe out, close your eyes and take my hand, the feelers leave the ground.
Shortly after signing with Sony, Ren began to work on his album. He also started touring and receiving airplay at this time. With still half an album to complete, Ren started experiencing physical pain, exhaustion, fatigue, and weakness. He tried, but was unable to hide it for long as it affected his ability to perform. Ren decided to move home to his mother's for a 3-month hiatus to heal and recuperate. Unfortunately, those 3 months turned into a solid year of being bedridden for up to 23 hours a day. At this point, he was unable to put in the effort to continue with his music career. Instead, he spent his time going from doctor to doctor, trying to find a resolution. He received multiple misdiagnoses, including depression, bipolar disorder, and chronic fatigue syndrome. This would continue until 2015 when a doctor in Brussels finally correctly diagnosed him with Lyme disease. Meanwhile, in 2013, Ren moved to Brighton. He spent his time there in between seeking the answers to his medical questions, writing and recording in his room at his apartment. Due to his illness and inability to complete his album obligations under Sony, the record label and Ren mutually decided to part ways in an amicable manner. When Ren independently released his first album, Freckled Angels, he was given permission to use tracks previously recorded for Sony in addition to his recent works. This album and title track were dedicated to his best friend, Joe Hughes, who took his own life in 2010. Freckled Angels was released in 2016. Ren used the proceeds from this album to fund an experimental stem cell treatment for his Lyme disease condition. This procedure improved his quality of life, but did not completely take care of all the issues stemming from his illness. He will continue to experience the effects of autoimmunity, brain damage, and PTSD for the rest of his life. Despite his ongoing health issues, Ren started busking on the streets of Brighton. He wrote and recorded many solo and collaborative projects with local talent. He was also featured in a 2017 documentary, Unrest, which explores the lives of individuals living with chronic illnesses. His song, Patience, was included on the soundtrack for the film. Ren, still somewhat frail and weak at the time, functioned as a spokesperson for people with Lyme disease in the UK.
Because I have the strength of a mountain, and I've got the courage of the deep blue sea, and I have the heart of a lion, and the stars burn bright inside of me. And although you test me, my God, I stand so proudly. Can't you see that I have the strength of a mountain, and I'll take all you throw at me.
While in Brighton, Ren formed a band called The Big Push, with his bandmates Romain Oxisa, Goran Kendall, and Glenn Chambers. They enjoyed a sold-out tour in 2021 and played publicly as a group for the last time in 2022 when they broke up due to the demands of Ren's health and treatment. In 2022, Hi Ren was released. It became a viral video accumulating 6.8 million views in the first 2 months. Currently, it has approximately 43 million views. The song and video were also received well critically, with an honorable mention in the Prague Music Video Awards and a nomination for Best Music Video at Camera Image in 2023. The nomination included credits for Ren's direction and Samuel Perry Falvey's cinematography. Sick Boy, Ren's second album, was released in 2023. After the success of Hi Ren, an extensive back catalog and periodic single releases, this album reached number 1 in the UK. It also debuted at number 137 on the Billboard 200. Also, Ren himself debuted at number 4 on Billboard's Emerging Artists chart, and number 54 on the Billboard 100 Artists chart. Another critically acclaimed track and video, this one coming from the Sick Boy album, was Money Game 3. The video won multiple awards at the London Music Video Awards in December of 2023, including Best Music Video, Best Director, and Best Concept. It also took home Best Music Video in 2024 at the ECU, the European Independent Film Festival. It was respectively nominated for Best Cinematography and Best Narrative at the LMVAs and was chosen for the British Arrow's Y24 shortlist in the categories of Music Video Director and Music Video Producer. Credits for the song go to Ren for composition, arrangement, direction, and performance, along with Samuel for cinematography and direction.
Tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy, 1 year old, and his first words were mine, gimme.
The Rolling Stone UK announced Ren as a nominee for the Breakthrough Award at the Rolling Stone UK Awards on November 1st, 2023. He was cited as a formidable stamp on British music throughout the year. In 2024, he performed at the Secret Garden Party, his first solo show in 5 years. He had several guest performers such as Chinchilla, Eden Nash, Romain Oxisa, Knox Hill, and Victus. The performance consisted of a live show called Asylum, which was themed around Ren's experiences with illness and seeking answers from the healthcare system. Ren also appeared in a live performance for the 2024 Sky Arts Awards, along with several other established artists such as The Darkness, Justin Hawkins, Slash, Brian Johnson, The Three Sopranos, and many more. His featured song was Money Game 2, a rap from the Money Game trilogy.
Fresh blood on hand. Why just shells? Why limit yourself? She sells seashells, sell oil as well. 6 guns, sell stock, sell diamonds, sell rocks.
Ren often will perform, record, and post covers of other artists which he calls retakes. I think that these are called retakes and not covers because they are usually not just regurgitated songs, but tunes that have been rearranged or revamped in Ren's vision. He has paid tribute in this fashion to artists such as The Verve, Bittersweet Symphony, Nas, Halftime Nas Retake, Fisher, Losing It, Fisher Retake, Fatboy Slim, Right Here, Right Now, The Jungle and The Police, Back on 74, and Message in a Bottle, Fred Again Mashup, along with many others. Ren also tends to include shout-outs in his music to the artists who came before him and laid the groundwork in rap and hip-hop. Ren is and will forever be a student of his craft. He understands the importance of individual contributions that came before him, which have allowed artists like him to continue to build upon the foundations previous artists have laid. In essence, he is a true fan.
You're a slave to money, then you die.
Ren has a strong relationship with the YouTube Reactor community. He allows and encourages reactions to his music and videos, enabling reactors to monetize and avoid copyright infringement strikes. Choosing to remain independent has given him the freedom to make this choice. In his opinion, it is a win-win situation. It gets him more exposure, and they can use content that can be monetized. When talking about this situation, Ren often cites a saying that resonates with him. A rising tide lifts all ships. Many reactors have done interviews with Ren on their channels. Some of these include Black Pegasus, Knox Hill, the Charismatic Voice, Justin Hawkins, Chris Lipe, and Rosalie Elliott. He has also done several interviews with podcasters and standard media. These interviews and Ren's constant outreach and connection with his fans creates a community with a strong bond.
A lot of you have been awaiting the release of this episode because today I'm speaking with Ren. And for those of you unaware, Ren is a songwriter that has become incredibly popular over the last couple of years. His songs and videos are receiving millions of views on YouTube due to his incredible storytelling.
Welcome back to the Charismatic Voice. I am joined today by Ren. Thank you so much, Ren, for being here and taking time. How are you doing?
It's my pleasure, yeah.
Somewhat recently, in September of 2024, Ren shared with his community that he was experiencing the return of many of his symptoms. He had gone through a round of treatment for the Lyme disease co-infection Bartonella from October 2023 through June of 2024 that had put these symptoms in remission. The relapse of the symptoms is assumed to have been brought on by multiple stress-inducing events after his return home from treatment in Canada. Although he is currently receiving treatment with improvement, at one point he was hospitalized due to complications with his autoimmunity disorder. His faithful, valuable, and indispensable team assisted with the management of his social media and other things, while he rested and recuperated. After releasing Sick Boy, Ren basically immediately began working on his next album. As of today, he has already released the first single, Slaughterhouse. Slaughterhouse is said to be the only rap song featured on the album this go-round. Keep your eyes peeled for new releases from the upcoming album and the release of the album itself. Ren is one of the most talented creators/artists of our time. His creativity, talent, and dedication have catapulted him to the forefront of our minds and hearts. Many say he is a genius, destined to have the impact on music that most artists dream of. I think there is something even more precious that Ren gives to us. After watching fans speak of Ren for several years now and creators analyzing him, what stands out to me the most is the soft skills that he has. Sure, he's a fantastic musician, a talented singer, and an innovative rapper. But there is so much more there than that. I dare anyone to call him one-dimensional. Ren gives us a sense of belonging and community. He teaches us forgiveness, kindness, and empathy. With an unwavering work ethic and strong principles, he is someone that you can relate to and understand because he presents as imperfect. What I find most impressive is his ability to pull diverse groups together. He appeals to a fan base comprised of young and old from all over the world. We are no longer divided by genres because he has them all wrapped in one human being. The metalhead might choose to listen to his rap because he saw the Big Push's cover of War Pigs. For the 70-year-old grandma, might choose to listen to his rap as well, after initially starting with his Elvis cover, or Wade in the Water. The dedicated rapper might choose to listen to Back on 74, Message in a Bottle, or Fred Agren mashup after seeing Slaughterhouse. He opens our eyes to new possibilities. Yes, I am a fan. Not just a fan of the music, but of the human being, that is Ren. I have found that perfections can become stale and boring. Our imperfections are what make us precious. Ren has those along with many endearing special qualities. You might say the man is imperfectly perfect. I truly cannot wait to see what his future holds.
If you catch me alone, you better stay on my zone because I'm ready to blah, 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 blah. I'll sit on my throne, made the bodies and bones because I'm mentally ill. I'm feeling alive, I got the will to survive, so never test my skill. For goodness sake, man, I'm ready to break, man. Murderer.